Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel today, and welcome to a bit of a special video. You know, Christy and I have been talking to you, have been talking to you recently about curbing our spending again. You know, we went on that lovely 1-year spending freeze from September 2019 to September 2020, where so many of you actually joined us, and we even got a Facebook group going, and we gave ourselves some challenges and some product focuses and some mood boards. It was really fun, and I really enjoyed digging into my stash, my gorgeous and lovely stash. And I have been doing, as I do often in the spring and early summer, I've been doing a lot of reorganizing, getting all my collections organized. I've got some new iris containers, and I've posted some photos about that, and I've talked to you about that in some of my videos, as well as, you know, just recently I went through all my stamps and dies and embossing folders, and it just brought home yet again how much gorgeousness I do have, and how sometimes buying all the new stuff can just sort of be a little bit of an automatic, you know, put it in your cart, push the button because it is gorgeous. And then I guess recently there have been so many gorgeous collections and Simple Stories, I have to say, over the last little while have been just hitting it out of the ballpark. So I have been getting quite a bit of the Simple Stories, as well as some gorgeous Carta Bella and Echo Park. So as I was putting everything away yet again, I sent a message to Christy, and I said, you know, I think I need to go on another spending freeze. And she was looking at the same time, she was looking at all of the collections that she has, and realized that she too has somewhere like in the order of like 40 collections or something to still use up. So this is what we have come up with, and I think it's a fun compromise. So this is what we are calling it. We are starting it, and we are doing yet again a September through the end of August, and we are calling it a low buy spending chill. And what we mean by that is the focus is going to be a lot more on using our stash and using what we have, as opposed to just not buying. And we will be allowing ourselves a little bit of buying. I'm going to give you a first example. So here I have, for the time being, I have not renewed my lovely Scrapbook and Cards Today sampler. I've been a subscriber to the sampler kit. It is an awesome kit. It's like $13-14 a month shipped, and it is chock full of block of all sorts of, and it is what it's called. It's a sampler. So you get a whole sampling of all sorts of stuff. Sometimes you get a lovely little stamp set, these lovely little storage items. There's always some 6x6 paper, and some embellishments, and there's all sorts of things in here. And I think I was a subscriber for maybe 3, if not 4. I think I started when they started, and I've been a subscriber ever since. But they've been collecting. I've been using them here and there. I don't think I've ever really used up a full kit. I've given a couple away in giveaways. I have used a few. I had a series for a while, which sampler scrapbooking with my dear friend Becky. But long story short, now I have 2 of them here just for the fun of it, but I have probably 18 or so sitting over on my shelf, and I'm not using them. So that is not conscious buying or buying with a purpose, because I'm getting them into my stash and I'm not getting them back out. So for the time being, I have not renewed that subscription, and I am going to concentrate on using some of these lovely sampler kits. I'm going to try and bring them in to the collections that I use every single month. Because basically what Christy and I have sort of decided is we are going to do, from a collection point of view, we are going to do a seasonal buy. So Scrapbook Your Joy, which is the lovely online store that both of us actually love to buy from and to encourage, she has a $75 free shipping. When you hit $75, free shipping here in Quebec and Ontario, and then $100 everywhere else in Canada and the States. So we are basically going to give ourselves basically a $100 budget every 3 months to get a collection that we really, really love. We're saying seasonal. The collection itself does not necessarily have to go with the season that we're going to be in, but it will be sort of a quarterly buy of either a collection that we really, really, really want to get into our stash, or a little bit of a sampling. So we are going to be doing that every 3 months. And basically, for this year, I think we are pretty much done. I had mentioned to Sandra that I might want to get a little bit of the Vicki Boutin, so I'm leaving that open. We'll see when she gets some of the paper in. I might get some of that, but otherwise I am done. And what I'm going to do for my collections is exactly what I have shown you recently. So right now I've got 3 sort of collections on the go where I have added things to them. So the lovely Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Lemon Twist, as you know, I got the entire collection. I've been using it. I've added some gorgeous little tiny alphas here from the Nicole Jones 911 printables, some of the viewfinders, and my fun embellishments now, in addition to what I have for the collections, are, of course, my gorgeous Dottie About Flairalicious pieces. And I'm using them a lot, and I'm trying to get some flair on every single layout that I do. So, as that stash goes down, I will be allowing myself some little buys over at Dottie About Flair. The other thing that I've really, really, really been enjoying, you can tell that I've been enjoying, and I've been moving towards more dimension on my layouts, and I'm finding that more dimension and some lovely little clusters with either some flair or these gorgeous Bramble Fox perspectives and acrylic pieces is, at the end, you need a lot less embellishing per se. So I have subscribed to the Fox Box, and I am definitely going to keep that going. And the first Fox Box that I got, I did a rather hefty add-on order. So I'm going to curb that a little bit, but I'm definitely going to continue getting the Fox Box, and I might allow myself one little goodie extra with each one. I have all of my gorgeous sequins, of course, that I am using all the time, as well as the Nicole Jones 911 printables. And then, of course, the other items that I'm using quite frequently are the Chamonix wood veneers, and I'll get back to those in a moment. But those are the kinds of things. So the buying with purpose will be encouraging some of the small shops: Dottie About Flair, Bramble Fox, Chadney, Spiegel Mom Scraps, Nicole Jones 911, and we'll see if there are any small ones, because I really, really love it. And I don't want to stop encouraging some of those lovely, lovely small shops that I want to be around for a very, very long time. But when I do buy to go with whatever that collection is that I'm going to get from Scrapbook Your Joy, I want to buy with purpose and know that I'm going to use it. So I am going to select 3 collections at a time that I'm going to use. And and that came about because I basically did that. I did that with you through the month of August, where I have 2 videos for the Simple Stories Lemon Twist collection. One in part 1, where I showed a good majority of the collection itself on its own, and then part 2, where I opened up the lovely die cut pieces, and then I showed you what I was adding to and how I was storing it with these lovely containers that I get from Amazon. These are a godsend. I love them, and they fit right into the iris containers, by the way. So that was the first collection. And then, if you saw, because we are embarking on Scraptember and 30 Days of Sketches Series 8, I have a video coming up tomorrow, which is going into detail about how I am organizing myself for that. And basically, I've got 2 collections on the go for that lovely project, and that is the Simple Stories Family Fun collection, which I got very recently, and you saw a haul up for that on my channel not that long ago. And then, of course, the Simple Stories Safe Travels, which I got a few weeks ago, again, from Scrapbook Your Joy. So I have those, and then I went into quite a bit of detail about, of course, how I was putting those together, adding some Nicole Jones 911 printables to them. I've got some sequin mixes out, and then I will show you in a minute my regular container that I have all sorts of things in. So that video will be up. Actually, I think that video will be up tomorrow, because I really want to put this up today on Monday when you are watching this. So that will go into detail. So I basically have those 3 collections on the go. This throughout a good part of August I use them. You've seen me use them. And I will be sticking with these through September. My idea being using as much of this as I possibly can. I'll still go into my stash, but this gives me a focus. It gives some of the decision, and it lets me work and hopefully use up fairly well 3 lovely collections before I get that one quarterly buy. I need to integrate a couple of these lovely kits into that, which I have not done yet, but I will report back to you on that on a Fun Friday find, because I'll be using my Fun Friday finds, I think, and we'll see with Christy. This is something we haven't discussed, whether we want to modify the name of that and put it more as, a Friday update like we were doing with the Freeze Fridays. But for sure, I'm going to go into the Freeze Gang group. We're going to change its name, change its graphic. We already have the lovely Liz joining us. So anybody else who wants to join who is already in that group, please, please do. If you are not, I will put a link to that group down below for you to come over and join us if you are so inclined to do that. And then, of course, the other thing that is always, always, always on my desk, which are the basic fun goodies that I use. Well, I have some photos here because I'm getting myself organized here for the Scrap September. Some lovely Bramble Fox perspectives. These are all the hearts. I went a little bit crazy buying some hearts. Stars. You can see here that I've already used a lot of these. Some of these lovely arrows and cameras. So I have those there. And then I have a few of the large words in here as well. Gorgeous. I love, love, love these cameras. So now you see, this is an example of something that would be a conscious buy. I only have 5 of these left. I had bought 2 packages of these. I have 5 left in one package. So when I use these, I will, because I love using them and I use them a lot. So this would be something that I would allow myself to bring back into my stash. It encourages one of the small shops that I love encouraging, and I have used something up before getting it. These are some of my lovely, lovely, lovely Dottie About Flair. This is the set that is inspired by the Vicki Boutin color study. I still have quite a bit of that left. And then this was the June signature box. And I have the July signature box on its way to me. July, August, I can't remember which. Anyway, so I still have quite a bit of Flair to use up. So I may forego the next signature box. I think I probably should, and do just a very small buy that might complement what I am using up here. So there is sort of the idea that we have. So I hope I hope that sort of makes sense to you. So basically what we are doing is a low buy, spending chill, buying a collection basically every 3 months that we really, really feel we need it. And I guess if we don't, then we might even forego. But basically the idea is we will give ourselves the latitude to get a collection from Scrapbook Your Joy every 3 months. Low buy, use up. I'll be getting 3 collections on the go, trying to use it up as much as I can, getting some of those lovely sampler kits in there because I have not renewed that subscription because that had not been conscious buying over the last year or so. And then I will be keeping my Bramble Fox subscription. That is for sure. I love it. I am using it. I will be getting a few Flair. I will be definitely continuing a little bit, some Flair here and there. Maybe a subscription box, as a signature box as well, because I do love using them. And if you saw, I got 10 Flair on one layout. So if I'm using it and getting it on pages, then I will allow myself a small buy. It's another lovely small shop that I want to be around for an awful, awful long time. I have tons and tons, that's something I need to address, of pre-cut cut files, so I need to get those used up, so there won't be any buying of that for a while for sure. Tools, stamps, dies, don't need any of that for an awful, awful long time, so there won't be any buying of that. And there you go. So let me know what you think of that, my friends. Christy's video should probably be up today as well. We're going to go over there and change the graphic and the name of the Facebook group if you want to join us. And then we'll see, how we go, whether, I might try and get a mood board up every once in a while to help us along. That might go along with the collection that I'm using. Maybe a sketch here and there. But definitely you're going to see a lot of scrapbooking with the 3 collections that I choose probably not every month, but definitely every couple of months. So thanks for being here. Let me know what you think. Let me know about your buying habits and how you look at your stash and how you view stash versus buying. And do you go on some low buys or spending chills or spending freezes every once in a while? And would you like to join us? And we'll be updating you, and I will see you back here again very, very soon, my friends. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.